I had no idea until my 20s. Hello, everybody.
Oh, we're live. Hello.
Yep.
Sip, sip.
Cheers. I don't have anything to drink, so, but I'll pretend. Cheers. Where everybody knows
Uh,
your name. And we
I
love,
needed some tea. Lately I've been trying to be good, and I'll have some turmeric and ginger tea. But tonight I'm like, if I want to do any readings, I need some caffeine.
I need to try, because I know Ramon keeps raving about it, is that Egyptian chamomile that you can
Chamomile.
get on Amazon, where it
Yeah.
uses the whole bud and it tastes really good. I'm like, I got to try that one of these days. I got to
Mhm.
try. Hello,
And then,
everybody.
hello.
Hello. Thank you for joining Ginger and I. It's a full moon. I hope everybody's enjoying it. It went full at 9:53 this morning Eastern Standard Time. So, and it's the full moon in Sagittarius.
Are you Sag?
Oh,
Just a
maybe
little.
just a.
My brother and sister are both, and one's a November Sag, and the other one's a December Sag. Totally two different people.
Yeah.
Totally two different people.
And I was told if I was real sky, I would be more like an Ophiuchus or a Scorpio, and which is interesting because I
She
happen
said
to have
Ophiuchus.
Scorpio. Ophiuchus or Phocios or whatever. I don't know. I don't like snakes, so I'll just be happy with the Sagittarius. I'll be the horse. So it's also the flower moon. So I was asking Ginger backstage, and I'll ask her again so she can share with everybody what are your favorite flower or flowers.
I love all things wildflower. I'm so
Yeah.
non-traditional. Don't give me roses. Give me.
Mm.
I would rather somebody go pick me some wildflowers. So anything that's like daisy, like the
Mhm.
echinacea, is it like the purple daisy kind of?
Yes.
Um, yeah. So I'm very much the. Um, as a matter of fact, um, we where were we? Oh, my son and I were eating at a restaurant, and there was baby's breath in the.
Oh, yeah.
And he's like, "What is this?" And I said, "It's baby's breath." And we're smelling it, and it's like it had a sweet scent. And he's like, "Why would they call it baby's breath?" I'm like,
I know.
"Puppy's breath. It just smells good. Some weird way, it just smells good."
I love puppy's breath.
I
Um,
love puppy's breath
See, now
too.
for me, I've always loved roses, but I was also um, Easter lilies. We had lilac trees in the house where I grew up. So that beautiful scent of lilacs. My mom can grow any flower. So we had every summer, we had the marigolds. We go for the petunias. We go for, um, she had peonies. She had, I mean,
I
she has
love peonies. Oh my
so,
god.
oh, peonies. Yes, they're just the scent of them, snowball ones. I mean, it was just.
Oh,
I used to love going
sweet.
flower shopping, to Kmart with my mom to go to the garden center and she get all the little flats and then we go and put them
Uh-huh.
in. And she used to say that when I was little, I used to spend time outside, laying on the ground talking to my little friends. She said I told her I had little friends in the flower beds.
Oh, sweet.
So I'll take that. I remember talking, but I didn't. I don't think I remember seeing anything, but just kind of knowing I had friends
Mhm.
there.
Oh,
So let's say hi to
well,
somebody.
when I say I like the non-traditional, the scents that I love, I do love rose scent.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, jasmine. I have so much jasmine growing outside my bathroom window that on a nice breezy day, my whole bathroom and my room, and sometimes I can smell it down the hall. Jasmine.
And the blossom trees that over here, like the apple blossoms and cherry blossoms, when they
Yeah.
bloom, and one of them had with the white flowers have that beautiful sweet scent to them. Oh, it's heavenly. I just stand there and go,
Yeah.
just
I have
breathe
what's
it
called
all in.
tea olives, and they have the most amazing sweetness. And then we have wild honeysuckle that grow here, and that's like my next favorite to jasmine. And
Hyacinth.
so,
I love
oh,
hyacinth. I would just go to
you
the stores in
know,
Easter and just because that was my gift from my grandma. every year was for Easter was the Easter lilies, and my hyacinth. I would get a
Oh,
hyacinth plant for
yeah.
mine. So yeah.
Yeah, let's say hi to everybody.
Yeah. Twisted Sushi is here. Hello,
Hey,
Mama Sushi.
Mama.
Hello, Amanda. Love to baby Sushi. Lots of love to Aurora.
Hmm.
I asked if she was doing well, and she says she is. And then we have this guy right here. Hello, Brendan. Hello, hello,
My baby.
hello.
My
And
baby.
and Nancy
Beautiful
is here.
Nancy.
Hello, Nancy. And who the Fae let this one in? Who the Fae? What the Fae? I love saying that because of you. Every time I go, I'm like, what the Fae?
What the Fae?
What the Fae is going on? And Nancy loves the Egyptian chamomile as well. So,
Well, she got it after Ramon
yeah.
uh,
Hashtag Ramon made
suggested
me
it.
do it.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Just like my new Hush tarot, Ginger made me do it. Shan did it. And oh, I love it. I love it. You and I are going
Love
to have to
it.
make a play date over the summer with Allison. That's all I
Mm-hmm.
can say.
Definitely.
And Jeff says that his ascendant is a Sagittarius.
Hey.
Very cool. My ascendant's in Aries.
I'm,
Might be why too I get along with Allison. It's weird. I'm like two fires and one water, so that's a lot of steam.
I'm two
Uh,
fires in one water.
yep. First, let's see if flowing is here. Hello, my
Hello,
dear.
hello.
So I'm looking for anybody who's going to share their favorite
Oh, please
flowers.
do, everybody.
I'm missing our yard. Aw, I'm sorry,
Hmm.
flowing. Yeah, I do too. I mean, where we live now, there's what we instead of flowers out in the yard, we've got trash that people just throw. And then when they come and cut the lawns on those big machines, they just chop up
You get
the garbage and it just
right.
throws it around.
So
So
it's trash confetti everywhere.
yeah, my Venus is in Sag. Okay.
Oh, we
And
have
Root and Willow readings.
sunflowers.
Hello. Sunflowers.
Hello.
We forgot the
You
sunflowers,
forgot the
Ginger.
sunflowers. They're kind of daisy-like.
We have an area not far from here that is renowned in the area that people drive from all over. It's the sunflower field in
Oh,
Sanborn. I haven't been there yet, but I definitely, oh God,
well,
yes.
I go out to my yard one year and I had 3 sunflowers growing. I'm like, and I forget I feed the birds sunflower seeds.
There you go. It's
But
like,
you wouldn't think
oh,
they would grow because well,
but that's
they're sunflower
nature.
seeds.
Mother Nature is potent. And yes, flowing. I like the smell of fresh cut grass, especially when my dad used to do it when I was younger, just before nightfall. So it's becoming dusk and twilight. You're getting that
Yes.
dew, and that dew starts to kind of mix in with the grass shavings. And
Mm-hmm.
so, yes. And hello,
Jane.
Jean.
Lady Jane.
My favorite
Lady
flower is the
Jane.
iris. Oh, lovely, Jane. And I bet
I
you
love
love
Iris.
um, Giorgio O'Keeffe's irises. Those are some of my favorites too.
Mm,
She painted some amazing flowers,
yeah.
morning glories, and Jack in the pulpits, and all that good stuff. So today is the full moon in Sag, the flower moon, and I typically like type in, okay, what's the basic meanings, so that it's not like your brain glazes over with all the astrology. And one of the things that was interesting that popped up, I didn't click on the article, but the New York Post had like a little click thing on it, and it says arrows to the sky, fear to the wayside, and truth to the forefront. I like that.
Mm, very
And
much.
hello, Beth
Okay.
Aspasia Rising. And yes, there's so many flowing. It's just there's so many. And Tracy Butler's here. First time ever tuning in. Super excited.
Hey,
Hello,
Tracy.
Tracy.
Welcome. Love to see
And
people in the chat.
I do too. So cafe astrology, I love cafe astrology.
Mm-hmm,
She keeps
mm-hmm,
it nice, short, and simple.
mm-hmm.
And today is a Gemini Sag polarity. And the Gemini represents the lower mind, and the Sag represents the higher mind. So right now there's a little bit of a polarity, which is kind of like balancing the logical with the intuitive. And so let's see here. It says Sag, intuition and thinking in a broader sense, symbolizes quest for meaning and ideas expanding upon the here and now. Um, this full moon is
The
about
when, the
community.
where.
Yeah, The full moon is about communication, attitude. We got plenty of that, and sense of adventure. Energy has been building up inside of us, and now is the time the cosmos wants us to release it. Release it already. Get it out. Express our emotions. And of course, she did say, you know, respectfully, doing it, the right way, but just they saying,
You mean I
as I
can't go
said,
and yell at everybody
no,
to let it
boy,
out,
this week there was
please?
a lot of people I wanted to yell at. Let me tell you.
Let me just
Um,
go for a drive down the strip and then I could road rage yell at
oh
everybody.
my
That'll
God,
be good.
I'm
That'll be
glad
good
I
news.
I'm glad I waited to go. We were at an main intersection. The arrow turned green. I was starting to go, and then something made me slow down. My car slowed down, and then this woman just came flying through the red light,
Oh,
and I'm like, that's
no.
why my car was slowing down because my
Mm.
angels, Archangel Michael, was just protecting me. So people are a little bit so, but it says here to keep having the faith, keep in touch with your intuition. This is a good time for good luck, inspiration, and determination. And for those of us who are Saggies, experiencing epiphanies, personal triumphs, and discoveries about our life plan, attitude, and outlooks are at this time, including our independence and self reliance. And that's what I have, and I'm sticking to it.
I was just going to say that. That's her story and she's sticking to
I'm
it.
sticking to it. So, just a little bit of basics around the energies. Let's see, did I miss anybody? We do have Beth, so we're all saying hello to each other. Oh no, Heather. Oh no, what?
Oh, no.
No. So this evening, wait a minute. Beth says, "Hey Heather, my son and his girlfriend just got
Oh,
T-boned by a pickup that ran a red light,
oh,
broke his collarbone, totaled the car. Luckily, they
oh
both.
my
Oh my
God.
God,
Oh
Beth!
my gosh.
I'm telling you, people. And this isn't the first time around here. People have been doing that a lot. They have plenty of time to slow down, but oh no, I'm special. I'm privileged. I'm just going to go right through because I got somewhere to be, And it's just absolutely insane. Well, Beth,
Well,
I am
I
so.
work in a high school, and these kids are bringing their papers for us to sign so they can go get their. And I just say, please be safe and aware.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go turn on my air conditioning.
Mhm. Yeah, I got my fan on the
Hot
floor
up here.
this time because I heard my motor was making too much noise the other night. Brrr.
Oh,
So I had to sweat it out. I was with Ramon and I had to do the live sweating it out. I was like, oh my God, I'm melting. Oh,
uh,
thank goodness no one even threw water on me and I was still melting.
my
So where is, here we go.
my air conditioning might be loud. The vent's right here, and this is my. Somebody lovingly called it my sacred vent. I
Oh,
have no idea why they would put a vent right here and another one on the other side over there. And it's like, what happened to in the ceiling? So
so
I
now
had to
you have a
decorate
space where you can sacredly vent.
it.
He's like Heather.
That's a good one. Ah, all
Oh,
right. All right.
she's vented. Okay,
Yeah.
let's see,
Okay.
Willow. I tell you, traveling has been super interesting driving. People drive like they are in NASCAR races. Yep, yep,
Mm-hmm.
yep. For me, driving was always my bliss. I would just get behind my wheel and drive, turn on my music, and now it's just like I'm like looking, well, where's the next moron gonna come from? It's like, yeah, a lot different than when we were younger. That's for sure.
Bob Seger um,
Bob Seger.
was the I forget what song all of a sudden. Um, I used to live in Vegas and driving through with the windows down. My boyfriend had a 65 Mustang, so we had the windows down, that breeze coming, Hollywood Nights.
Mm,
And when that song came on, whenever it comes on, I am
hmm.
reliving that.
Yep, that's how powerful music is. Yep, it can take us. I can remember exactly what I was feeling when there's certain songs and stuff I have to be careful. if I'm already kind of in like maybe my depression might be a little, stronger that day or whatever, I'm like, nope, staying away from that music, that musician. Nope, not today. Not happening. But yeah, music is powerful. And Carrie has joined us. Hello, Carrie, my dear. So
Hello, hello.
tonight,
How's it going?
Ginger came up with a three-part question. So if anybody would
We
like
came up
a,
with
well,
the
she was the brains behind this because Heather was just going to be a general full moon reading. And Ginger's like, well, let's take a look at maybe blossoming. So
well,
we're
you
going to
got the
do
planted. We both said blossoming. We're trying to figure out what to put
this
in the
is
middle.
true. So
Featuring.
there's a three cards, and it's going to be what have you planted, how best to nurture, and what intention have you planted. I wonder if it would be better if I just took the ticker off. Hold on a second. But then if I take the ticker off, then it may be hard for. Let's see what happens here. Not sure what happens. Oh, actually, it's perfect. We can see exactly what we're looking at. There we go. Bada boom, bada bing. And Jane says, I just get mellow and let my husband drive. What I don't know won't hurt me. Ignorance is. I'm the only one that can drive. Jan can't anymore, so
Oh,
I'm the one behind the wheel. All right, so for anybody who would like a reading, this is the three-parter. Go ahead and let us know. And also at 8 o'clock, this lovely lady right here, Nancy, a Crohn's Intuition, will be doing a live with
tulip.
Sylvia, a colorful foresight. And I think they're going to be
Mm-hmm.
talking about spirit guides, dragons, angels, that kind of thing. So, oh, and yes, Sharon, tulips are beautiful. I think every flower, pretty much, depending on the season too. For me, when fall comes around and all those multicolored mums and marigolds come out, oh my goodness, I just love that. So, alrighty. Well, we have Rooted Willow who would like a reading. So, I am using, because of the flower moon, my Rose Oracle by Rebecca Campbell. I have my moon deck from Stacy DeMarco because I can never remember the name of it. And I also have my Elemental Oracle by Stacy DeMarco. So, alrighty. So, Rooted Willow. Let's see.
All right.
What Let's see, which one do I want to hear? What intention have you planted? I'm trying to figure out which deck goes with which part of the question.
Okay. Who are we doing? I'm sorry.
We are doing Rooted Willow
All
readings.
right. Loving it. Okay.
So my short term memory of late has been so what intention have you planted? And let's see, help us to nurture. Ooh, some very interesting cards.
Mm-hmm.
And what is philosophy? Ah. Oh, you're kidding me. I cannot make this up. Check this out.
Check-in.
This is this is the full moon. This is the flower moon, right?
Oh, you didn't.
Flower
Wow.
moon. Wow, Rooted. How
Beautiful.
cool is that?
Beautiful.
So, for your first part of your question, what intention have you planted? Is that you wanted to start seeding a garden, wanting it to grow and to blossom. So, whatever this may have been, a project around the house, something personal on a spiritual level, working through maybe, I know past traumas just came to my head because we all have them. There's all different, things in our past, our childhood, things that we work through, that we plant, we see, we give them that dark and give it time for that darkness for them to germinate and to heal, That energy goes back to Mother Earth and gets transformed to a beautiful blossom. So it feels like you're in the process of planting something, and now they are coming to blossom. For your second part, um, let's see, what's the second part? Some of my thing,
Nurture.
nurture. Thank you, because my little thing on the bottom is blocking it out, so I can't see that part. So what you're nurturing is fluidity, going with the flow. She's also very feels very natural with her femininity, her feminineness. This blossoming could be things that you wanted to do in your personal life, kind of like maybe taking back your power, um, finding, connecting with your intuition, your creativity. And I mean, she's just like the Venus coming right out of the water, just foam born, cleansed, ready to go for life. And for what is blossoming, you have the rose garden, innocence, forgiveness, and to be gentle with yourself. So it feels like that what you've been working on is self care, working through things from the past, wanting to start creating a more of like a spiritual garden, wanting to tap into your abilities, your gifts, find out who you are on a soul level. And tapping into that beautiful, again, creativity, that intuition, that feminine energy, especially with the moon. Just go with that flow, just embrace those emotions, feel them, and just being gentle with yourself, forgiving what you need to forgive of yourself and others, and just go back into that beautiful innocence of who we are. And that's what I have for you. I'll give you over to Ginger.
And then go out and yell, I am a delicate
Flower. What movie was that?
flower. I don't even remember. um, Tonight, since it was Flower Moon, I'm going to do the Tarot of the Enchanted Garden.
Ooh.
And because it's a moon and I recently got gifted this, I've not used it yet. I'm going to do the Queen of the Moon Oracle as well.
Wouldn't it be cool if
Um,
you got that card too?
yeah.
What are the
So
odds?
I'm going to try to keep it simple and just stick to these two decks.
Oh,
But
perfect.
so, anyways, what you are planting, what intentions are you planting? Okay, so I got this that you are so at the end of a cycle, and the intentions you are planting is to take these swords up. These are your verbal weapons. These are your ideas. These are your thoughts. You are standing tall and strong. So, what intentions are you planting is strength, agility, wisdom, knowledge, and you're going to move forward with that. What are you? How best to nurture? I've got trust. So as you were in this cycle, you were just you were baking in the womb. So you're like in gestational period. You were at a standstill, perhaps. You had all these thoughts running through your head. You know that's the swords and excessive thoughts, and that were like paralyzing you. You know, analysis paralysis, and so,
Mm-hmm.
but the universe has something for you in your future and is asking you to trust the process because you are about to break out of this shell, this womb, whatever's been holding you back. You're about to break free, and when you do, you won't be alone. You have the universe; it has your back. You have Grandmother Moon back here, in the whole planetary system. The universe loves you and wants you to blossom. So, nurturing by trusting yourself, your intuition, and the process. And then, what is blooming? All these ideas and wishes and manifestations that you've been having, obviously, the time to think about. I don't know, can't even see. That's a busy card. Um,
Mm-hmm.
so you have had all these ideas, all these beautiful, beautiful choices to make. And once you emerge, you will have chosen one or two to move forward with. And you're going to use your instinct, your intuition to pick and choose which best, because we don't want to be the what's that? Let's just say the creator of all but master of none. So we want to pick 1 to 2 that we can master before we pick others. But um, this just looks like a wonderful time for you moving forward in your um, on your journey, on your path. So
Alrighty. So she has said spiritual journey to get out the rut I was in, to
mhm.
heal, to regain my power and self love. And then continuing with your reading, I get the trust card a lot lately,
Yeah.
leaning completely on my guides during this transformation. That is
Mhm.
beautiful. And I just noticed something, Ginger. We're
What?
both wearing the same color.
Hi, mine's brown. You got brown?
Oh, that's brown. It looks red on my end. It looks
Oh,
like your hair color. It's like my reddish, I got my reddish,
yeah.
my
You got a
brownish.
pretty
Yeah, we
wine
even
color.
coordinated, sort of. And alrighty, Sharon O'Brien would
And
like.
my silver isn't as pronounced yet, so I'm
Oh,
working
oh,
on it.
thank you for reminding me.
I love it. No, I love when you do that.
Oh,
I
I
really
don't. It's
do.
like I
I
wanted
know
it,
you
Marcy
don't,
and
but
I.
you
Oh
look
my
good with white
goodness.
hair.
Alrighty, yes, we both look burgundy. So Sharon O'Brien would like one. What intention?
Hi, Sharon.
And thank you everybody for joining. And be sure to go subscribe to Ginger if you are enjoying her readings. She's an amazing reader.
This one.
She does private readings as well. Her link is in the description, but if I can have a moderator, please put that into
Mm,
chat. That would be wonderful. So
I would
anybody
love
watching on playback says, "Who the fay is this lady? I like her. Who
that.
is she? I want to subscribe." And you're welcome, Willow. Yeah, I'm in rare form tonight. It's been like a rough week on and off with people and their opinions and their attitudes and stuff, and where it's just like when I come to do my shows, I get to hang out with my buds, you know? Get to hang out with the buds.
I know you get to throw the world behind you and mm-hmm.
What I think I am going to do is I'm going to give you the big seat first, and I'm going to go grab a sip because I have nothing to sip.
Thank you, Nancy. Okay,
Ah, Nancy, you're
Sharon.
awesome.
Okay, wait. Uh, oh, okay. Um, all right. First of all, what intention have you been planted? Um, I think you have planted the intention to really be seated in your power, and but in the most noble of ways, and to fine tune your connection with the divine energies. And in doing so, you have a connection with your peers and with the people, and you'll be able to share your knowledge, the truth, spiritual aspects of life. And I think it's a beautiful intention to plant. So I love that for you. Let's see what I see in here. Typical. Yeah. Yeah, this is a very, and this emperor does look kind of feminine if you look at the eyes. But so yeah, so moving forward in the energies of beauty and grace. So, and then how best to nurture this? Wear fruit on your head in the full moon.
You're fruit on your head. That's funny.
So,
Make life
enjoying the
juicy.
fruits of your labor. What does this say, anyways? It says fruition. It's the harvest moon. So you have planted and you've nurtured, and so it's about time for you to enjoy the fruits of your labor. Everything's coming to fruition for you, what you have intended. This is the harvest moon. So, yeah, so harvesting all that you've planted. You've been patiently trusting in the universe for the divine timing to be able to start picking some of this fruit for you. And so make sure you're making some full moon intentions, full moon releasing, you know, some beautiful ceremony, because you're about to have some beautiful energies flowing in,
Mm-hmm.
for you. And then what is blooming? Okay, so what is blooming? Let me really look at this deck. Okay, so all right, what is blooming is the, how do I say it? The spiritual epiphanies. I don't know if you can see this. I need a better camera.
Yeah, mine's starting to go too. I need a new
I
iPad.
might not need use this live anymore. It's hard to see, but anyways, spiritual epiphanies. I like to say wheel happens. Within the wheel, what goes around, where she stops, nobody knows. Um, so cycles, and something has happened that kind of made you awaken and think. Um, just really just an awakening. But you had to have a little wake up kind of thing happen for you. And so maybe it was something sudden. But this card is all about that spiritual epiphanies. And so
Mm-hmm.
perhaps within your journey for spiritual enlightenment, and being able to share it with others, that's what's blossoming within you. So I love that for you.
And Flowing says, now I want pie with ice cream. Me too. Apple pie warmed up with a scoop of either butter pecan or vanilla. That would be good.
I love any pie.
In the pie. So, Sharon, this is interesting. Ginger said release. And the first card that I have for you, what intentions have you planted? I have the release card.
Ooh.
And this is the waning crescent. And so it feels like um, coming up from the waning up now to the full. But when you go from the new moon to the full moon, new moon to the full moon, it's waxing. But during this last waning period, there was times where you were just like, okay, I really want to release. I want to get grounded. I want to be able to. I know health has been a concern of yours for a while. So just really, you've been planting the seeds. You've been nurturing them, and now you have this beautiful release that is coming up. And she's just throwing her head back, her mouth is open. She's just like exhaling, and all this beautiful light is just emanating from her. And those beautiful butterflies, those are all about transformation. So as we're going from this full moon now into the new moon, continue that releasing, because as we get towards the new moon, that's where we let go. We give back to the earth, and we start getting ready to plant new seeds for the next full moon. How to best nurture yourself? Well, I got the marine life card, which is richness. And
Ooh.
she's just like in water, surrounded by all these beautiful marine life animals. And for me, this is the thing that came right out is water, making sure that you're getting plenty of water. Um, and also to make time for yourself. I don't know if any of your animal guides are oceanic or water or water fae, but this fullness of marine life. Marine life water is all about cleansing, purifying, um, and that richness that the richness of life in the oceans is like the richness of life within yourself, your emotions. So this feels very like a rich. There's a richness and fullness of emotions, a lot of cleansing, a lot of just maybe even sitting by water. Water is extremely healing. I have a river, that I love to go to. and I just let all my emotions go. I sit by there. I ask the water to take it. I ask the cranes to take it. I ask the egrets to take it, the storks, all the flying birds that come through and they fly away or go in the water. The geese, just take all of this. So water is really purifying. So right now, nurturing yourself with a lot of water, self compassion, um, the empathic abilities that you also have, that we all have, and just making sure
Mm.
that everything that we're taking in, we're releasing, giving back to the water if we can. And when you blossom, oh, it's so beautiful. It says, "Come to me." And so there's going to be this beautiful, and it's hard to see a little bit, but these are hummingbirds up here. And
Ooh.
that little guy in the middle, I believe, is a little bee. So the hummingbirds piercing the veils of illusion, and just like the dragonflies, um, and just allowing yourself to be who you are, attracting like a rose. You're blossoming, you're opening up, with the healing when you release, like those butterflies in the beginning. There's a transformation taking place, there's a blossoming taking place. Receive the help that you need when offered. There's beautiful abundance coming in, and things that you desire are going to be coming to you. And that's what I have for you, Miss Sharon O'Brien.
Those are pretty
Thank you for
fun.
letting us read for you.
What's the other moon deck you're using?
I'm
Not
just
the
using
queen.
one
The other
moon
one.
deck. I'm using the same one as you, and then
Oh.
I have her elemental. Stacy DeMarco has an elemental oracle, so
Oh.
I keep these together,
Oh,
and
okay.
then I
I
have
have to look at that.
the rose. Yes.
It's
So
pretty.
I haven't seen any comments from Sharon. I don't know if she's still here. Sharon, please stay so we know we're connecting with you. We like to know if we're on the right track.
Karen would like a reading.
Okay, let me just start our. All right. Karen Kerber, and she just joined me last week for our first of studying the individual signs because Miss Karen is learning astrology, and so we
Oh,
did Gemini, and I came up with the show called "Hey, What's Your Sign?" And she's joining me every month just before signs change, and we're going to learn together what
love
each
it.
sign of the zodiac basically means. Not the big, but just the basics, so we
Mm-hmm.
can all get a feel for. And Karen,
Yeah,
it's so cool that you're here because right now there is a Sagittarius and Gemini polarity. It said on the internet, so it's very cool that we get to read for you. And hello, Ange. Hello,
hey,
hello,
Ange.
hello, my
I was
dear.
just thinking about you yesterday. Loving the charm readings. So, yeah, I'm going to be having Faraway Astrology on. She had done a reading for me, and she puts it in such a simplified way of understanding that I said we have to do a live. It'll probably start in June. I got to
Who's
reconnect.
this?
Her name's Faraway Astrology.
Oh, Fairway.
Farah.
Yes,
Yeah.
that
Her
Nancy and
name's
you and Nancy
Farah.
work with Farah.
And I was just so impressed that every nothing was going meow meow meow. So I thought, well, let's bring this to everybody because everybody's just overwhelmed by astrology.
Yes,
And she just made it into baby steps. And yeah, so
and
I
yes,
love learning about
Karen,
it.
I did get we did yes, we already did Willow. She was our first read, so we're all good.
Mhm.
And
Hey,
hello,
Kristen.
Kristen Louise. Oh, sorry. We got more peeps popping in. Hey, Chica. Kristen, you got to come in. We got to do another show on runes with your rune cards and stuff. That would be cool. A lot more people are getting Kristen's deck, and they're just absolutely loving it. The images are beautiful. Ah, interesting. Are you still shuffling, my dear? Okay. Because I like to have my guests go first. So, Karen, for what intention have you planted? Whatever it was, it started at the dark moon, the void. This is one of my favorite cards. I think this is my second favorite in this deck. The other one is the full moon. I absolutely love the full moon card, but this here is absolutely beautiful. The dark moon, the void. Um, Intentions that you have planted have been in the dark. Again, seeds, dreaming, knowing that there's change that you want to bring to your life. You're for me. She's resting. She's giving her dreams. Um, she's giving her care. She's giving her worries to Mother Earth, and in place of those, knowing that the seeds are being. I keep getting seeds, seeds, seeds. Goodness, Karen, lots of seeds. So many things that you want to do. I know the astrology, your channel, the poetry you do. You have so many beautiful seeds that you have started planting. And so at this full moon and coming into the new moon, keep planting them, keep dreaming them, connecting with the dream time. To nurture them, take a breath. You're a mama. You're a wife, you do that, you're a student, you work, you're doing all these things. Make sure that you take time to breathe. And it says life right there. So make sure that you take time for yourself. Make sure you stay grounded and that you breathe. Deep breathing is so important. And as I'm talking about this card, I'm getting a slight um, um, lightheadedness. And I don't know if you just been like feeling like you've been running around so much that you're just kind of like sometimes it feels like the room is spinning. Remember, take time to breathe, take time for yourself, re-energize, relax. Again, too, getting plenty of sleep, plenty of rest. And what is blossoming? Well, right now, you've got some thorns that are blossoming, and they're important. You got the thorn, you got this beautiful flower right here, but protection, boundaries, clear communication. And this full moon, one of the key words was communication, illumination. So at this time, you have been setting boundaries. Make sure that you're sticking to them as best as you can, being clear of your intentions of these boundaries, and making sure that when you go and you do your shows or you connect with your guides on a spiritual level, you're doing protection. Of course, when you go out, the angels asking for their protection. Every facet of your life, just knowing that all you have to do is ask, and they're there to protect. And I know that this is also you probably putting thorns around those that you love to protect. You're the mama. You're protecting your children. You're protecting your beliefs, your path, your spiritual path. Nobody else's but your own. I know there may be people differing about what they believe, and there are people that will be in your circles, in your family, in your life that are not necessarily going to understand or agree. But though this is your path, again, the boundaries, the clear communication. Um, you're a clear communicator. You're a Gemini. I learned that last week. Um, so just hold on to those traits. Continue being yourself. Stay grounded and breathe, girl. Breathe. And no, Kristen, it's not too late for a reading, my dear. And I'm gonna give it over to Miss Ginger.
Hello. Okay. What intentions have you planted? So I am saying what intentions that you may be planting um, is, I'll show you the card in a minute, is walking away from a period or a cycle that has either left you with little to no energy, perhaps a situation that has disappointed you, some sort of loss. Um, but it's like you've been your guides, these little fishies. So this reminds me of the Page of Cups. You got two fishies instead of one. So your guides have been whispering to you, it's time to move forward. It's time to turn around. wish all this energy many blessings, and for you to turn around and follow this path up to this. There's a sunshine, there's a home here, all about moving forward for your highest good towards your purpose. And the fish in here is also a representation of abundance, of course. So there's abundance of happy waiting for you. Um, and so you're just addressing the past, you're acknowledging it, and you're sending it off with many blessings, turning around and moving toward that sunlight, that sunshine, that nurturing energy of this beautiful, beautiful big star in the sky. Um, and then how best to nurture this? Okay, so this is a card. It says Thunder Moon. I love the sound of thunder. So the sound, the vibrational energy that the thunder has is raising your vibrational energy. So what you need to do to nurture is learning how to raise your vibrational energy, because once that energy is raised, you can move any obstacles out of your way. Whatever negative energies may be thrown at you, look, you can guard yourself. You have the power to push it away. You have the power to push away any self-limiting beliefs. You have this beautiful red blossom here. It's definitely a blossom. It's her dress, but it's formed into like a red iris. Um, and then flying around are all the birds. These are seagulls. So maybe some cleansing energy around the ocean for you. But these are just your guides, your angels and messengers. These are assisting you. You have all this electrical energy just building up inside you, and you are using this power, this energy to fulfill your manifestations. You have the power for change, and it's up to you how you choose and when and where to make these changes in your life. So I love this bold energy here for you. um, and then what is blossoming? I like this card. Okay, what is blossoming is through all these experiences, you're carrying away all the knowledge of growth with you, and then you're carrying um, meaningful relationships, connections with you, and you're leaving behind that which does not serve your highest good. And so you are growing spiritually, and you are just taking everything that you need, your resources, and your manifestations, and you're moving on and leaving the village of negativity behind, is how I'm reading this card. So, yeah, so move forward with confidence and grace and walk in the energy of beauty and grace. So I hope this means
Yep. So I'm
uh,
highlighting her
something to
comments.
you.
Says, yes, I've been running in circles today. Yes, that resonates so much. Thank you. And she said, yes, starting back to work after 8 years
Oh,
as a stay at home parent.
I was
It
nine
was a
years
good
before I went
experience,
back.
but I need
Mhm.
to get back out there. And thank you. I love thunderstorms, and I
Yes.
did a little bit of karaoke in there. Had to pull out my inner Stevie. And so I do know that Sharon popped back in and gave us some, left us a comment. So thank you, Sharon. We read a little while ago, so hopefully you
Mm,
got to see it.
yep.
And Kristen
Yes,
says
we
you two
are.
are kind of wearing the, yeah.
We didn't plan it, but
No, we did not. I didn't realize until
and
after
we
we
both
already
have
went
our red
live.
hair with our silver lining in it.
Yeah,
Look at this. It's time to color again.
silver lining. Oh boy. Um, that's one silver lining I really don't want. But anywho, so Kristen, I already went ahead and pulled cards for Kristen Louise. She wanted a reading. Um, and Kristen, this makes a lot of sense. Um, the first card I have: what intention have you been planting? Self love. I know you've been doing a lot of personal insight into who you are, rediscovering who you are after having taken care of, mom, being a mom in your own home, you know, wife, trying to find room for your spiritual practice. And now I know you've been working on this. So continue working on that beautiful self love. She almost kind of looks like you. So a lot of beautiful self love that you've been working on, that you've planted to nurture that. Keep going. This is an interesting card. It says West. And when I think of West, I think of the medicine wheels, of West being the place of um, the other side, of the dream time, of where the souls cross over when we go. It's that bridge into other worlds. Um, and with the brain in here, I'm thinking that this might be the connection, the puzzle pieces coming together, of tapping into our third eye, into the oh I the pineal gland, and connecting to the other side, the West. The puzzle pieces, finding completion. You're feeling like you're starting to put the pieces of your life back together again, who you are. Started therapy to work on self esteem and love. Wonderful. So you're working on that. I mean, everything's just flowing right here. And for you, what is blossoming? You are not broken. Trust the process, honey. It's safe to soften up and to just breathe and relax into who you are. Look at that beautiful. It's like a sisterhood. You have your guides, you have your higher powers with you. Um, and I'm sure even mom is a part of this as well. So, all the women in your ancestry, the spiritual work that you do, your guides, your pantheon, your gods, your goddesses, especially the females, healing is happening. I know that's happening. It's going to be a slow process. Healing usually is. And she said, I just wrote a journal entry about how we are not broken. Beautiful. Um, so yeah, sweetheart, keep working on the self love. Um, I know the woods is your sanctuary. You love to go out there sometimes and film, commune with the animals, talk to the earth, talk to the elementals, talk to the fae. I don't know if what the fae would be called in Norse mythology, but just connecting on a very deep spiritual level. And again, too, there's the beautiful flowers. This is the flower moon. So enjoy some flowers, put some flowers in your hair. But yes, you're working on completing. You're putting the pieces of your life back together again, figuring out who you are, and just that beautiful healing that's taken place, my dear. Again, trust the process. And we're all here to support you, my dear. This is a safe space for you and for our chatters and subscribers. So much love to you, and I'm going to give you over to Ginger.
Me. All
Me,
right,
see,
Kristen.
mi amiga.
What intentions have you planted? I feel that you're planting the intentions on unveiling the inner you, the true you, the magical you. Um, you have been, and you've been kind of trapped in your thoughts, and deservedly so, or undeniably so. Every right to be caught up in your thoughts, but your intentions is you're finally able to these ribbons that have been binding you are floating away. They're falling away, and so your intentions are to move forward in your growth. You're using all this mental energy, all this information, you're sorting it out. You're going to leave what no longer serves you. You're going to bring with you the affirming um, the affirming thoughts, and the encouraging thoughts, and this blindfold will be off. But you know what? When I see this blindfold, for me, that's going inward and using your third eye, because you didn't need your physical eyes to see. You needed to go within and use your third eye. Envision your future, envision your steps to your future, toward your future. So all of this is finally falling away for you, and you are ready to move forward and to a better place within. How best to nurture? We have balance. Um, for me, this is the balance of really grounding yourself. What moon is this? Waning gibbous. One thing I have learned through Julie Kusha-Watts, we were having a conversation one day, and I had learned that my best energy is during the waning moon. The waning moon. And so when you learn your lunar cycles and how to use your energies the best to their fullest when they're high and happy, and to not focus on big things when you're in a lower energy, for me, is the waxing moon. So a balanced energy of staying grounded, yet having your head in the clouds. It's okay to have your head in the clouds, because that's where creation starts. It's the thoughts, it's the energy. And I love this. There's like I thought I was losing my energy. But here she is. She is actually holding a moon in her hand. She is at such peace right now because she is equally connected to source energy and Gaia. And I didn't even realize it. These are the mobile that's here are the moon cycles. She is learning how to use the moon cycles for her betterment, for her moving forward. And so don't look at this as like your thoughts are clouded. This is you being connected to the ethereal energies. And yeah, so that's what I got. So I feel like she's wearing these ethereal energies, like those big old garden
Uh-oh.
hats,
Oh, there
to
she is.
protect her head. So remember, when we're connecting, to be protecting. Stupid. Where that came. So that's what I have there. And then for what is
Oh, I
blossoming?
thought you were done. I'm sorry. Oops.
Oh no, uno más.
One
It's
of us. My bad.
okay. So you've got the wonderful
No, I'm not
night
rushing you. That wasn't
of
meant to be a rush.
the night of earth energies, the night of resources. Um, the nights are the slowest nights. Because they carefully and meticulously plan for the future. And when you do that, when you slow down, you don't miss anything. You don't miss the fine print. You don't lose out on the small details of life, because you're taking your time, strolling. And it's like when you're walking places, sometimes you just look down, forget to look up. And there's such treasures all around you, and they're wanting to be noticed by you. And that's why we have a slower moving night here. And God, this is a gorgeous horse.
That's a beautiful deck.
Yes. I know. I love this deck. Just not all cards are translating well through the camera. I'm an earth toned person, and these are a little pastel-y, but they're like earth pastel, and they're very fey energy for me. So it's more of the star fey, moon fey. But yeah, so as you're moving and balancing and practicing all this, you're gaining more knowledge. You're gaining more of the fire within you to go for what you're trying to manifest for yourself. And it's self-healing, self-love, self-nurturing. And what is falling away is any self-limiting beliefs that you may have or that may have been bestowed upon you. You're learning to recognize that and just break free. You are the strong one. This horse is actually reminds me of a Clydesdale. They're bigger, they're stronger than most horses. So you have a lot of strength underneath you, and that's going to carry you a long way. And you just have to set forth those positive intentions and let these things blossom for you. So
Lovely. And she said for you, yes, definitely ready to move forward in becoming more
okay.
authentic and free to be me. And really quick, are you playing like a music in the background? Because we
Oh, is
keep
it
hearing
too
what sounds
loud?
like a doorbell ringing.
It's my
Oh,
wind chimes.
oh, it's
They're
your wind
really
chimes.
quiet and then they get loud
We
sometimes.
were just, 'cause I was just asking people in chat, do you hear a doorbell? I mean, I think it's cute, but I was just like, why do I keep hearing
Sometimes I
doorbells?
can't hear it. Once we go live, I can't even hear them. So
And Kristen says, slow down to smell the flowers. Yes.
exactly.
And hello, Harley, my dear.
I have a kind of a funny example
Thank
there.
you, Chloe, for putting Ginger's link in the
Oh, thank
chat.
you, dear. I went to the zoo with my friends, and we were looking at the exhibit. But because I always look at my surroundings, I see this cute little mouse in the bush. And I mentioned something, and they're like, leave it to Ginger to be at a zoo. And she notices not the giraffe in front of her, but the little mouse.
Yeah,
Well, there's so
cute.
much we miss when we just
Mm-hmm.
rush through life.
Take time
And
to stop and smell the roses. Look, take time to be in the moment and look around you. Be mindful. See the beauty, everywhere. Like Ginger, you look for the mouse.
I just happened to notice. I didn't look for it.
Just happen to notice the
They're
mouse.
such treasures. It's like, I'm here on the East Coast now, and we didn't have like a fall season on the West Coast where I was. And it just, I gotta watch it when I drive because I'm such a sightseer. But
Mm-hmm.
after the leaves have fallen, what treasures are in the woods just amaze me. And
Yep.
and I'm just taking the time to notice things more.
Autumn
So
is my favorite time of year. It's when the colors change, and then you, like you said, nature starts to kind of reveal. It shows the core of what everything right now. I just love it. Everything's blossoming. You really can't see through stuff, but then when you hit fall and you start to see through, it's like looking into another world. It's like the curtain, the veil is kind of
oh,
like separating. You get to see. Um, and for me
I get
lately,
to
it
see the
has been being
chipmunk.
quiet enough to see the chip. I was just thinking about chipmunks. Yes, I get
I
so excited
miss
when I
my
see a chipmunk.
chipmunks.
Oh my
I
goodness.
was hand feeding this one chipmunk. Of course, I had to name him Alvin.
Yep.
Um,
Or Chippendale. I'll
but
see them and go, oh, look,
then
it's
I got
Chippendale.
dogs, and the cats that are around here, so I don't get to see them often. So I'm missing them.
And I don't know if you saw this, but Kristen said she pulled that card for herself earlier today, the Eight of Swords.
Eight of Swords. Yeah.
So there you
But
go.
what
The
I love
negative stuff
about that
felt
image
good.
was the bindings are flowing away. So they're starting to unravel for you. So it won't be long, Kristen.
Oh, and she says, I got a video on, and they move so fast. They really do.
Well, I got
Um,
so friendly with mine that they would actually come up to my back window, the sliding glass door, and literally be like this looking for me, like, is she coming out? Is she coming out?
oh. Yeah, we had a squirrel like that where I worked when I was in my 20s. We would work I was at the phone, not the phone booth, the toll booth for the parking lot. And I started feeding this one squirrel. And then, next thing you know, you're sitting there, and me and a couple of other, security guards, when we would be out there, you kind of see out the corner of your eye. I'm like, okay. And then all of a sudden, out of the corner, you see him going into the open door. Where's my treat?
Uh-huh.
There's my treat. And they go and you set it down, and he'll sit there in the door, open door, sit there and eat it in front. I mean, he was so cute.
Loving it. Loving it.
And they like to taunt your cats. Mine's up on the second floor, so they just look at the birds, and that's pretty much it. But yeah, yeah, you got super lucky.
That is.
Um, well, we are at 8:05. We're done with readings.
Should we do a
Ginger,
collective?
we can do a collective.
Let's do a
Sure.
collective.
Okay, a collective. I'm going to just do one for the full moon energy,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to use the
Yeah,
same
just for full
cards.
moon energy. Let's do a collective for full moon.
Full
Full
moon
moon.
energy.
Full moon, not full. Full moon.
Full moon. And I like putting on our YouTube on our TV the ones with the squirrels and the birds where they set up the food for them to come and eat. And sometimes the cats will be like, oh, and then they'll want to get down and then try to attack the TV. And like, nope, time to change the video. But even we enjoy watching it, especially the
Yeah.
people in Finland and in the Scandinavia. They put out really beautiful. It's like a still life out in nature. They put the apples and the seeds and the everything, and they all come, all these different birds and the squirrels, and I enjoy watching just as much as my cat does. So
How many cards are you gonna pull?
I'm going to pull three. I'm going to pull one from
Okay.
each of the decks. So full moon energy. I miss being the birds too, flowing. I really do. People get angry at the squirrels for spilling the seed. I didn't. We were feeding them too. They all took turns. And if something got knocked on the ground, then the birds just got on the ground and ate it off the ground. So, oh, okay. Who remembers the band Nelson from the late '80s, early '90s? Remember their song "After the Rain"? After the rain. Oh my God! I just see again music. I just
The
automatically.
Ricky Nelson sons,
Yep,
right?
yep. Matt and
Yep.
Gunner. Yep.
Yep.
I got to see them at Record Theater. They
You did.
performed.
Oh.
Yeah. You all set?
Oh, okay. Okay, so I have this beautiful Knight of Cups. Okay. I think this is a call to call in the romantic energies, the romantic ideals, the things that raise our vibrational energy to make us feel good. Pamper ourselves with flowers. This is Flower Moon. Go ahead and either pick yourself some flowers, stop and smell the flowers. Um, just some sort of romantic thing. And it could be with another, but for those of us who don't have another, um, doing something that puts you in that romantic energy, because that's all enchanting and magical. So that's a real pretty. Who's this artist? She does beautiful horses. So I have that. And then I have the card of the waning crescent moon, and it's about surrender. But look what this is very unique. Surrender to the ethereal, to the galaxy, to the universe. Um, yeah, just let go and learn to trust in the divine plan, I think is what I have here. And then, speaking of horses, remember who you are. You carry stardust in your bones, your ancestors' wisdom in your blood, and the whole universe in your soul. Know yourself, and nothing will bring you down. And I got this beautiful. I cheated and went to a
Unicorn.
Fey energy. But look, white, pure.
Naughty Ginger.
I know.
Naughty.
Well, it's it's flowers, it's nature. And I'm glad I got the unicorn because unicorn's all about majesty, magic, and it's your right within you. You have this universal right of magic, and it's up to you how you use your magic. And so get all magical. It's magical. The universe wants you to embrace the magic within. So,
And you know what's weird?
what? Besides me?
I'm the one that's the Sag, the horsey girl, right?
Uh-huh.
You have been getting horse cards all evening. I have not gotten one horse card. I just noticed that and I was like, wow, she's been getting a lot of Sag
That's funny.
references.
That
And
is
Karen,
funny.
yes,
Yeah.
I can buy myself flowers, write my name in the sand, talk to myself for hours, say things you don't understand. Oh, I love that song. Oh my God,
Uh,
she nailed it with that song. Then I saw the video and I was like, well,
oh,
anyway,
there's recently a video or a song. I like it. It's the home by, I don't know if it's called Neighbors. I don't know. And then so I went home and looked it up on YouTube, and it's like these. Yeah, video truly does kill the radio star
it
sometimes.
surely does. So for me, for this full moon, for the intentions, and I was kind of looking at this going protection, but I think for a lot of us on a collective, we have just been really feeling the need to feel protected. We have so much strife going on in the world. Well, the news reminds us constantly of the strife in the world, the fighting, the wars, you know, the governments, whatever country we're in, just that absolute. And then you've got, things going on in the country where we've been having mass shootings, we've been having seen a lot about murder. I mean, the world seems to have lost its mind, and what the news doesn't show you are the good things. This shows you the beautiful things like the animals, the nature, and in the past, what we've been wanting to nurture, to manifest, is that beautiful sense of protection, and we do have it. There is beauty in this world. We have our guides, we have our ancestors, we have ourselves, we have our loved ones, and the fact that we know that we can only do what we can from our own, where we are right now in our own lives and in our own families. That's where we have to focus our energy. And so there's this an energy of feeling the need to be protected, feeling stable, feeling grounded. Myself, I can really tap into this one, truly. And out of all the direction cards, we had West earlier for Kristen, and for the collective, I got the East. And so what we can nurture now is that new beginnings. We're coming into summer. New energies are coming up. We're coming up to the solstice. There's a lot of positive energy coming through. We have to remain positive, and when we do, we open doors. We open this beautiful. It's kind of hard to see, but on the card there's these beautiful like geometric shapes, and it's like basically a stargate, and it's showing that she's just pointing to it, saying you can go right to the gate, go right through. This is a new beginning. Time to manifest. And again, the east is also the place of birds. On the medicine wheel is the place of the eagle, the hawk, seeing life from a new perspective. We're being lifted up. It's in our safety nest or net.
Mhm, mhm.
And to blossom, I
No,
have
I like the other safety nest.
safety nest. And the final is after the rain. When all this is said and done and this year's closing out, a lot of us are going to be able to just stand in the rain, cleanse, and let's see what says down here. Silver lining, relief, hope, mercy. It's over, and acceptance. So just letting go of things that are not in our control, things that we cannot control, and being in the moment to take care of what we can take control of, and that's our own emotions, our own health, and then we can help those that we love in our circle, whether it's our family, friends, our tribe. Um, yeah, after the rain, when the tears fall, just let that cleanse you. Cleansing baths, going out in the rain. You know, Nancy was talking about a week or so ago how she went outside and it started pouring, and she just stood out there like a little girl,
Yes.
and just she just felt so cleansed. She felt the inner child. She felt happy, that joy, and so if you can go out into the rain a little bit, feel it on your face, feel on your body. If that's when you feel like you need to cry, like crying in the rain by Carol Kane, and even Whitesnake did a song called crying in the rain. People can't, you can't really that let the tears flow, let the rain wash away, let everything just cleanse and go, and you'll feel much lighter. Um, and that's what I have for us this full moon.
Perfect.
And
Perfect.
let's see, what did Sharon? I sat for an hour near a mule corral watching a ground squirrel pop his head out of his hole, look around, and run over to the corral and steal hay. He did this over and over again. Very cute. Building
Lovely.
his nest, his safety nest. There you go. So, Miss Ginger, do you have anything coming up, my dear,
Oh
that
my
you would like
gosh,
to
I
share?
don't even know. Because I thought I need to.
Because you've been very busy on your
I've been
channel.
busy, and unfortunately, it was already preordained, and then stress happened, and I've been pushing through. I've had to cancel or move some around, and so I'm thinking after the stuff that I've put
After
down
the
on
rain.
pencil, I need a
Mm-hmm.
little break.
Yep.
I might break for a bit. Oh, I do have. Oh, tomorrow, before I do my break, I'm on Richie's channel, Longman Tarot, 3 p.m.
Ooh.
Eastern. So I'm back reading with Richie. Love his energy,
Mm-hmm.
and
I love Basil too. I love seeing Basil.
yeah, yeah. And then the next Monday, I'm on with Allie at Heart and Soul Connected at 7 p.m. Eastern. And so, and then it's time for Farah and Nancy and I to have our monthly, but Nancy's having, so I'd love everybody, if you will, send Nancy a
Yes.
Crohn's Intuition, lots of love, healing light. She's going to have cataract surgery, and everything's going to go great. And then 2 weeks later, she'll have the other eye done. So trying to navigate when to do a live so that she's comfortable. And I said, we can do a pirate live. She
Yeah,
can
we
still
need to.
wear
Yeah,
a
we need to
patch.
have you come on and do it. A goddess with us. We can talk
Yes.
about the Fae
Yeah,
goddesses.
so now that I'm gonna start my summer, um, so like the week of June 3rd, I will have more free time during the day. I'm not rushed to come home from work, and yeah, so
Very nice. We're getting all lots of thanks for the wonderful readings.
uh,
Um, yeah, you and I got to do a para oracle or something. That I've been watching all these shows with Jack Osborne and Cindy Kaza, and they're talking about all these places. I'm like, those would be so cool to read on. So when the summer comes, we'll have to do one. I want to get back into the paranormal. I love reading on that stuff. Tomorrow, kind of sort of paranormal. Um, Ramon Moon Scarab is joining Allison and I, and we're going to be discussing La Santa La Santa Morte.
Maria, Santa,
Yes,
Santa Maria. I'm thinking of the song 311.
and that's the skeletal version that a lot of people are very scared of. But he says there's so many preconceived notions about the La Santa Muerte that he wants to be able to talk about her and bring, and show and really talk about the truth behind who she is. And both him and Allison, I believe, have the same deck, and so we'll probably do a couple of maybe mini readings or maybe even a collective, depending on how much information. I mean, he has so much information; it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Um, and then Sunday, Ramon is coming back again, and he's going to be doing poetry with Jeff Bailey and I. So totally excited. We're going to be focusing on haiku. I love haiku now. I'm totally into haiku. And Nancy and I are going to have a special guest on Monday. Diana Bowles is going to be joining us, and she's going to be talking about Ellen of Trod, or Ellen of the Trod.
Up the
And I cannot wait. I had never heard of this goddess until this year, and Diana's coming on to share what she knows about one of her favorite goddesses or main goddess, Ellen of Trod. So very excited. Um, Everybody, thank you so much for supporting Ginger and I. Be sure to head over to her channel and subscribe if you haven't, and have the rest of your beautiful night or day or afternoon, wherever you are. And we will see you on our next show.
All right.
Bye,
Full moon
everybody.
blessings.
Yes.